king, I am not a god, I am Hunkday!
What's good, Tano, and welcome to the Nuke Revenant Prime build like never before. You will take down level 9999 steel path enemies in Warframe with Revenant ability, no weapons. Yes, no weapons. Seeing is believing, so let me show you.
Pushing me closer to the edge, and I don't know let loose. Don't mind if I do. For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge, and I don't know let loose. Don't mind if I do. Strong as a piece of amber. Give me a breath like the fire you'll soon remember. Ooh. I'll be on a fleeting Tony and I'm singing. Ooh. Drowning out all this propaganda. How do you do? For all the things that I've said, pushing me closer to the edge, and I don't know let loose. Don't mind.
Whoa, that's Revenant Prime, and that's the power I'm talking about. Now, don't forget to hit the like button to support with the algorithm so this video reaches more Thanos. Much appreciated. As always, before I build my weapons or my Warframes, I rely on my method called D.V.S. D stands for how I'll be dealing damage, what elements I'll be using, and what's the faction I'll be fighting. V stands for how I proc 10 stacks of viral to make enemies vulnerable by 325% more damage to their HP. S stands for stripping enemies armor. We don't care about armor actually. What we care about is what comes with armor, which is DR, damage reduction. When we lower the damage reduction, we deal higher damage. Let's go. As always, when we're building a Warframe, we explain its kit to the Thanos so they learn about it. Passive. Shield depletion smashes enemies within 7.5 meter with 100 damage. Knockdown, shock, wave. Easy, not really crazy, but easy to understand. On throw, you choose one target, you make it an ally. That target can bring more enemies to fight on your side, maximum 7. Or you can manually on throw 7 enemies one at a time. Easy to understand. When they die, they create a pillar of energy. Mesmer skin, it's like it charges. You will have it charges. Like it's affected by ability strength, of course. Now, for example, you have 10 charges. Every time you take a hit, you lose your Mesmer skin instead of actually dying. It doesn't matter how much damage enemies hit you, you will lose 1 Mesmer skin. Now, Reeve, you will go into like certain cloud and you will become invulnerable, of course, and it will drain enemies HP percentage. Now here it says it will drain 52%, but if you just attack an enemy, it will not drain 52%. The reason for that, it drains 52% on enthralled enemies. So the non-enthralled enemies, that will not take down 52% of their HP. So keep that in mind. Now, Danse Macabre, I don't know this ability, what language it is, like Danse Macabre, Danse Macabre, Danse Macabre, I don't know what is this, but it is what it is. This is his AoE and his Nuke ability. He will start spinning normally and hitting enemies with the element they are weak to. So this ability can hit enemies with any element or whatever that the enemy is weak to. That's the first part of it. When you click the button like you're firing a weapon, a gun or whatever, you boost the spinning at the cost of more energy, of course, and you deal higher damage, of course. But what makes this ability really crazy is the defense Danse Macabre that collects the damage, and the higher enemies level, the more damage they do, the more damage you will do with this ability. And that's what we built this Warframe about for today's video. Now let's go through the augments and then we'll discuss Dance Macabre defense more. Now let's talk about his augments. On thrall, it will boost your primary weapon damage per thrall. So 25% multiplied on 7, do the math. But that 25% is affected by ability strength. So the more strength you have, the more damage your primary weapon will have per each thrall. So you can imagine how much damage you can get from this augment. Really powerful if you want to boost your primary weapon. Mesmer Skin is simple. It will give you more Mesmer Skin charges and will give your allies 5 stacks of charges so they stay alive as well, and every time you refresh your Mesmer Skin it refreshes for them as well. Reeve got Blinding Reeve. Reeve gains 40% range and enemies are blinded by its fog for 10 seconds. Really good when it comes to CC, but this guy doesn't really need anything. He's just like use Mesmer Skin and you're alive forever. Dance Macabre doesn't have any augment for now. Your question will be, Hank, which is the best augment then, or which one I should buy or should I get or whatever? On thrall, hands down you need to have it. And the Mesmer Skin shield is you need to have. The Reeve you can skip it for now. And when you want to boost your primary weapon, use the on-thrall pack. And when you want to help your friends, use Mesmer Skin augment. If you want to do both, just equip both augments and you're good to go. And now here is the part in Warframe Wiki that actually motivated me to create this build for Revenant and take him to level cap with a lot of confidence that it will work. While active, we talk about the fourth ability, Dance Macabre. All damage received by a Revenant is stored into a total damage pool. So the more enemies level, the more damage they deal, the more damage you will store. The stored damage is displayed as a buff. The current displayed value is added to each beam as a flat damage bonus, and that's all you need. It doesn't have to be multiplicative. Stored damage decays at a rate of 23.33% current damage per second. It's okay, we are boosting anyway, which equates to minus 39.5% every 2 seconds, 52.1% every 3 seconds, etc. Damage resisted by Mesmer Skin is stored as well, despite not injuring Revenant. So when I sit down and I thought about how I make Revenant nuke level cap, because I got teased in one of my live streams, can Revenant kill with his Macabre? And I said okay. And actually in 2023 or 2022 I created a build for nuking Sanctuary and Sanctuary Onslaught, and this build can nuke any level on the game, doesn't matter what faction actually it is, and he's a tank, you will not actually die. And so I said, alright Hank, it's time to update my nuke build for Revenant, but this time we need to give them something different. Not Elite Sanctuary, not Sanctuary, but level cap, and we did it. Let's go. First thing first, if you don't like my methods on how to proc viral and armor strip enemies, it's okay. You can check this sheet right here. It can help you maneuver around my methods to find your own style. As in Warframe, you can do the same thing with many different ways, but the results are the same. So, the Archon shards build. Ability duration, strength. Feel free to play around with that. Now you'd say, why are you running 2 Emerald Archon shards to push the stacks of Corrosive from 10 to 14? To armor strip enemies when you're not using any weapons? Good question. But what you don't know is, armored enemies, whatever they are, with Dance Macabre, you can hit them with Corrosive, because they has armor. And the Corrosive stacks can reach 14 with the Dance Macabre. Now, you didn't know that. So you can armor strip enemies with Dance Macabre, so that's one thing down. Now, of course, you can use Tempest Barrage, but Nourish will not affect. My favorite way, Macabre to armor strip, and then you can use your companion or your weapon to armor to proc viral. I like to use my Shadow with viral, and this is the build, and this is the D.V.S from my Shadow build on the channel. So check it out if you want more details or you wanted a primer. But I changed the corrosive to viral with changing one mode, electricity to cold, and that's what I did. So don't get confused from that build to this. No forma needed. All right. Now, when we think about what Helmith ability would fit this build, now this build is energy hungry, in the meaning of I want to stand still, brain dead, killing enemies. That's all I need. So what's the downside? Energy. So you need as much energy possible from as many sources possible. But you have two options here. Either you want to make the build hybrid, so you can add Eclipse to boost your damage, Zata Whisper to boost your damage, or you can get Roar to boost your ability damage and your weapon damage. That's totally up to you. Or you can, for example, not use the 2 Emerald Archon shards and use Terrify or Pillage or whatever you want. I don't recommend that. Or you use an ability that gives you constantly energy. And let's check the build. In the aura, growing power on statue effect with weapon, in the meaning of your primary, for example, Shadow for viral, squad increase personal ability strength by 25% for 6 seconds. Perfect. And I think this is the best aura you can have in here, unless of course you are going, for example, for a weapon and you want to boost it with Warframe camaraderie or pistol amp or holster amp or whatever you really want, or you're trying to build it around your Kubro so you can use the mecha empowered. That's totally up to you. Power drift to increase ability strength. We don't care about chance to resist knockdown, yet you can get knocked down at the end of a Mesmer skin stack. You fall down, but be careful. Just be careful. Don't leave the Mesmer skin stacks goes to 1. When they are around 2, refresh them by taking down Macabre and activating again. Continuity for duration. Precision intensify for the 4th ability. Increase of ability strength. Equilibrium. Health to energy. Energy to health. So we can use the health into energy. That's the whole point of here. Prime the flow for more energy. Ogre Secrets for more strength. Transformity for more strength and less duration. Mesmer skin. Now here is the optional part. You already know what Mesmer skin is, Mesmer shield is. So Thrall pack or this one, totally up to you. If you want to use both, there you go. 200% flat strength and you're good to go. There is no worry in there and the build will be fine. Actually, so just like a scoop for you, when it was performing against level cap, it had less strength. Now you know, like, even with this, it's tested. I don't give you things that are not tested. Streamline for ability efficiency, and of course you can take it down. You have enough energy. If you feel uncomfortable, use streamline. The reason for streamline is that energy cost is 10, right? You see there, and with this, look, it consumes 14. So 2 for 3, I would take streamline. Augmented for strength. Arcane energized on energy pickup, 60% chance to replenish 150 energy to self and allies. Now, for example, if you want to combine this and hybrid it with a weapon, so instead, for example, of dispensary, you have Roar or Zeta Whisper or Wrathful Advance, I don't care what you have. You want to replace the Arcane for your weapon instead of Molt Augmented, and you'll be good to go. Pretty much, dispensary, you will be able to cast it during Macabre, and you'll be nuking everything, and I will show you everything in 1 second. And my companion, this is the Nautilus build, and this is the Verglass build. You need the Riven for the Tenacious Bond to work for 120% critical damage, but you really don't need this at all in here. It doesn't really matter. Just mod it for viral and heat, and you'll be good to go. You don't need that, but if you really want the Tenacious Bond to be active, all you have to do, you can go for Primed Laser Rifle, Burst Laser Rifle, Prime, or you can go for the Volclock. All of them can reach 50 plus critical chance without a Riven. Alright? Now you already know how the build performs at level cap, but how about the Sanctuary Onslaught? How it actually performs? First thing, we cast Dispensary, and then we cast Mesmer Skin, and that's everything else after this is just simple using your Macabre, and then you can see I am just rolling normally, and now if I hold the fire button in the mouse, you will see I will start glowing. You see the glow? On, off, on, off, so you understand. So that's how you indicate are you bursting or not. And during Macabre, you can just activate your dispensary and the energy will be right there. And that's pretty much what you're going to be doing. You're going to be like spinning, 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 and killing all the enemies around. Of course, you can move around. There is no reason for you not to, okay? And you'll be killing all the enemies around. And here we are in zone 2 right now. Let's go. And here we are on zone 3. And here we are in zone 4. And I'll be honest with you, it's really fun build. Even if you are standing still in one spot, it's still really fun. And let's go to zone 6, baby. Of course, solo and only with Macabre. And here we are in zone 7. And as you can see, it's not about only the killing. It's also about the tile set and the fact that sometimes the Macabre get bugged when it comes to let's say, if it can bypass certain walls, etc, etc. Otherwise, you are capable of killing all those enemies. Look at that, like some of them are being stuck, for example, behind this wall right here. So I have to go to them right about here. So that you need to keep in mind as well. And we made it to zone 8 actually, and that's more than the average players' zones, and now probably in this style set we'll be able to recover a bit efficiency percentage, as it's not a really bad tile set. And here we go, going for zone 9 in Elite Sanctuary, and this is really good. We managed to recover some efficiency, but yeah, enemies at level 109 right now. And yeah, we managed to reach the zone 9. Not bad at all, and we got periculator growth. Thank you so much. Even the game rewarded us for reaching this far. And the reason we couldn't go further, not because we couldn't, is just the tile sets, enemies down, up, hiding in different locations, and yeah. And now here we are in Simulacrum to explain to you a couple of things that you need to know. First thing first is about the 2 emerald archon shards. Let's go. Let's get our dispensary on. And now I want you to pay attention. Enemies 2, 3, 5, 6. And he will not, whatever. So let's get to this guy. 7, 8, 9. Come on. Let's go. 9. So 11. There you go. You see that guy armor stripped? This guy armor stripped as well. And that guy got armor stripped. If you pay attention here, that we are not killing them as fast as we actually want. So here where comes the viral. So for example, what you want to do is you come here, you hit Sedu, Alt Fire, and then Macabre. Boom. Now you'll see that we'll be able to kill them even faster. Make sure that you're bursting. You'll see that we're killing them even faster. There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Now, but that's not how actually you going to kill level cap. What's going to kill level cap is the fact that enemies are attacking you. Okay, so the higher damage enemy deals to you, the more damage you'll deal to them. So let's check it out. Go. So let the guy start attacking us, and you'll see now an increase of DPS. See, we're killing them faster, even though they're not even fully attacking us. But I think the perfect example for this is Thrax. If we summon like 20 Thrax, yeah, you love that show, guys, right? Let's summon like some 20 Thrax, level 225, of course, Steel Path. Boom, boom, and let's go. So let them attack us, and check this out. Now, if you pay attention here, you'll see our Dance Macabre, what's happening. You see that damage? Alright. That's exactly what's going on. You see they're killing actually themselves. So you're in Mesmer skin, alive, nothing can kill you, and yet you can kill any enemy that attack you. And that's what I call a Nuke, busted, broken, powerful build beyond imagination. And I am sure out there is a fan who will ask, Hank, why did you remove Reeve instead of Unthrall? The answer to that is really simple. You're not wrong, but I kept it because Thrall Pact Augment. If Thrall Pact Augment didn't exist, I wouldn't keep Unthrall and I would put Dispensary in here. Now, why is that? Now, this build can nuke anything with the ability, Macabre, right? But I kept Thrall Pact, so Thanos, who likes to use their primary weapon, can still benefit from this build. So, like, think about it this way. I created this build that can nuke anything on the game with ability Dance Macabre, okay? But I also kept the option open for you, so you can use your primary weapon as well. So that's the whole idea. If you don't really care about your primary weapons, it's okay. Remove Dispensary, put it instead of Thrall, and case closed. I hope that answers it, and maybe the guy who commented this didn't reach this part of the video, but whatever. Now, Revenant speaks of itself. I will give it 10 out of 10 for survivability. I will give it 10 out of 10 for boosting damage to primary weapons. I will give it 10 out of 10 for nuking Sanctuary Onslaught, Elite Sanctuary, and level cap even Simulacrum. So, this Warframe is beyond must-have. This Warframe, let's say, is like the trophy, and in my opinion, he's the best Warframe in the game. My main is Nidus, but Revenant opens new parts for you in game. Like, you want a nuke, go ahead. But I feel this guy is made to be solo. He's a solo Warframe. He likes to play solo. Mesmer skin keeps you alive. You don't need anybody. Macabre needs enemies to attack you. You don't need anybody on your squad. And that's what makes him really, really special. Some Thanos thinks he's a bit boring. I think no, it's not. Actually, he's giving you the opportunity to enjoy the game more than any other Warframes that worry about shield gating, shield recharge, etc, etc. And if you know anything about my channel, I use a lot Revenant, but of course I don't use the Thrall pack to boost the weapons, as I use him at tank so I can stand still at level cap and showcase the weapon performance without any moving around. Otherwise I can use just like invisible Warframe and I will have the same results. So in the end, he's a must-have Warframe. And I want to say, I hope from my deep heart that this video helps you out, and let me know in the comments below, did you expect that Revenant can reach this level of nuking? And I want to say special thanks to anyone ever supported me in any way by watching, liking, subscribing, turning the bell on, joining my Discord link in the description, follow me on Twitch, on TikTok, on X, on Instagram. Big love to you all, and thank you so much, guys. And I want to say special thanks to the whole of members. Thank you so much, guys, for all your amazing support. The special VIPs as well, the undisputed donator, and all donators. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all your support. And in the end, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.